Hey everybody, thanks for coming back. Today I wanted to do a little video on how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. No, I'm kidding. I got my top rack in for the Pan America the other day, and I took it out of the box and got it all installed on the bike, and I just wanted to give a quick how-to on how to install the top rack, seeing how I couldn't find anything out there otherwise. Unfortunately, my battery died halfway through it, and I only got the disassembly part filmed. The assembly part obviously is just the reverse of what I had already done. So I think I think I've got enough here to give you the information that you need. So let's get to it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take out the 4 bolts. I can't remember what the size Torx head is, but you want to take those 4 bolts out. That will remove your hand guard, your handrail. Then you're going to want to remove the Torx screws that hold in the latch and the tail light. Then you're going to want to remove the 4 bolts that hold the handrail on, one in each corner, and then there's another one up underneath the tail light that you'll have to remove the tail light to get to. Now you'll want to remove all of the zip ties that hold in the taillight wiring harness and the cable for the seat latch. So, why? Aha. Aha. Alright, the taillight has a screw up underneath the handrail that you just can't see if you're not familiar with it. It took me a while to figure this out, but I finally did. That removes the taillight, which drops right off, and then there's another screw on the bottom side that holds that final handrail on. Okay, there's the tail light. There's there we go. Okay, drill 4 pilot holes, yay. Must be these guys, right? Yeah. Okay, then we need 20 millimeters. Three-quarters of an inch. That's what she says. I don't really like the idea of drawing that big of a hole in there. It says 3/4 of an inch, so that's what we're doing. And unfortunately, here's where my battery died, so I apologize. I didn't get any more on. Okay, so those 4 holes that you drilled in the plastic are for here and here. And then there's 2 more back up under here. Those actually are just clearance holes for the to get access to the frame. There's 4 mounts already welded into the frame that are already there. So all you got to do is drill those holes out, put the plastic piece back over the top of it, then you have access to those mounting brackets. So you then once screw in your plastic bolts that holds the tray down, and then you're going to put your bottom piece on, which will mount here and here, and then the other 2 right here and here, and that holds it all back down onto the frame. So the rack is actually mounted to the frame of the bike. And then once you get that on there, then you put your handguard back on, or your handrail back on from the bottom side, and after that's installed, then you'll put your top piece on. Okay, so here is the finished product anyway. You can see it's all back on there. I apologize for not getting the installation part on there, but with the battery died and me not knowing and being engrossed in what I was doing, it just didn't happen. So basically you just put it all back together the opposite way that you took it apart. Follow the directions. The directions aren't really that complicated, but they're not all that detailed either. The biggest issue I had was getting the screw for the taillight out, which is back up in here, going in that direction, which obviously the directions don't tell you that. When you put it all back together, then you put the top case or the top rack back on. Your screws here, you're going to have a flat washer, a plastic washer, then your oblong washers sandwiched in the middle here, and then another plastic washer, and then another flat washer on top of that, and that holds it down. The rack itself does move. I don't really like that, but it is what it is. I mean, I guess they designed it that way for a reason. Not exactly sure why, but that's the way it is. So I've got my, I'm not using a top case, I'm just using a, I'm using a tail bag with it. And what I had done is just wrapped around the hand guard here in front. You can see where the brace is right here, so it's pulling back this way, it's not going to slide anywhere. And then the back ones are here. And then they just clip together. So you can see how that works. And it does work out pretty good for me. So again, I apologize for not getting any of the assembly filmed, but once you get it all taken apart, it's pretty straightforward putting it back together again. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.